Huge YouTube change that just ruined many channels. Let's go watch Charlie's video. See what type of time it is on.
Stop everything you're doing right now. I don't care how important it is. I have news that'll blow it out of the water. And trust me, you're going to want to get this sitting down. So if you're in the operating room watching this, it's time to put down the scalpel and pay attention. YouTube has just made a massive change to the platform, and in standard YouTube fashion,
you gotta go to sleep, man.
Has done a horrible job at communicating it to the community. So it's up to me, Ace Reporter Charles here, to tackle this topic from the front lines, just riding through like Paul Revere, lighting the lanterns, letting you all know that another awful set of changes are coming to YouTube that have already overnight tanked some creators' source of income from their channels, demonetized like half of their videos with no explanation, and more channels are soon to follow as this continues to roll out. And I'll let it be known right away here that yes, my channel has been hit extremely hard by this new shadow policy that they've slid into the equation here. The policy is, if you say any swear word or anything less than proper in the first 8 seconds of a video, you instantly get demonetized for it no matter what. There is no wiggle room. If you say anything that's not...
So I ain't lose bread, just speaking real. Also, you said Jimmy Cooks was the only good song on Drake's album and you still ain't guess it. Swear y'all niggas listen to nothing but rap and R&B.
You were talking to the wrong person. One, I don't know why you're still mad about something that we was just doing, bro. Move on, bro. We don't care no more. Like we're on Charlie now, but I don't know. He talking to the wrong person, bro. You know what I'm saying? My discography is amazing. I ain't gonna lie to you, but Drake's album was horrible. And if you like Drake's album, then I mean that just shows a reflect of your character, bro. The album was horrible. And by the way, stop trying to guilt people into liking trash. Just because Drake's album is alternative music and nobody likes it doesn't mean that people don't like other genres of music. The album was ass. Let's go ahead and keep it a stack. Just because you like techno music doesn't make you rare. You just like ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and keep it on there. But let's continue on here.
Get demonetized. Anything less than proper in the first 8 seconds of a video, you instantly get demonetized for it no matter what. There is no wiggle room. If you say anything that's not squeaky clean Weenie Hut Jr. and you let that rip in the first 8 to 15 seconds of that video, well, you're just getting blasted.
Careless Nate, thank you for the 5 gifters, man. W Careless Nate in the chat, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. W gifters, man. W gifters.
In the first 8 to 15 seconds of that video,
damn,
well, you're just getting blasted, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, to a lot of you, hearing that's probably not surprising because the previous policy that all YouTubers were playing ball with was the first 30 seconds you couldn't say fuck. You couldn't say anything super hard like fuck. Because if you did, you'd likely get demonetized. But now, it applies to the first 8 seconds and all profanity is being treated equally, except for a couple of exceptions like hell and damn, I guess. Maybe even ass. You might be able to squeeze a little ass in there in the beginning, I suppose, if the YouTube Illuminati is feeling generous with their policy enforcement that day. Now, while that's all pretty clear about just not using any profanity whatsoever in the first 8 seconds, it gets a little muddy when it starts talking about a focal usage of profanity.
Well, chat, it's been fun, but yeah, this is what we're doing for the rest of our my time on YouTube. Hey guys, it's your boy Blueryai here, and today we are going to react to Jubilee, guys. I love Jubilee, guys. Jubilee's just amazing. Jubilee, I love Jubilee, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, and then we're gonna do a tier list. We're going to be ranking Jubilee videos. So for 1 like equals 1 water bottle. If you like water, then smash a like on this video. If we can get to 5K likes, I will actually walk outside and yell 5K likes. So thank you, and yeah, let's get into the video, man. Jesus Christ, bro. What is going on with YouTube, bro? What's going on with YouTube, bro? Niggas gonna start talking like that for 30 minutes and then just start cussing like a sailor. I'm not gonna lie, Biles. The cussing meta in YouTube is pretty much dead. I've been seeing it happen. Me and Tommy were just talking about this all week. The cussing meta in YouTube's pretty much dead. You kind of have to blur out a lot of words in there or they're gonna demonetize your shit. No funnies.
profanity first 8 seconds, it gets a little muddy when it's not using any profanity whatsoever in the first 8 seconds. It gets a little muddy when it starts talking about a focal usage of profanity throughout the video. It says such as a mention in every sentence, but that's not exactly how they enforce it. For a lot of the videos that have been demonetized, at least on my side, it's not like I'm going around hitting them with like Saints Row dialogue. It's just very confusing what's actually triggering this new demonetization wave that's sweeping through like a plague. For example, RT Game, again, isn't exactly a creator known for like intense swearing and getting out of control and unhinged and saying profanity in every sentence like this policy here.
Cause it just makes stuff funnier. These gotta stop dick eating. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, chat. You know, on TikTok you can't even say nigga, bro. So I mean, it's gonna get to the point where all these social media platforms are just gonna start like banning the curse words because they're not ad friendly. The thing is, bro, do y'all know how funny? Oh yeah, change title, change title, change title, man, change title.
And also you said, nah, I'm joking, Lamau W stream, keep it up, Raya.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the dog. Don't know. Appreciate you, man. Not Twitter yet, and it's never gonna be Twitter. But y'all know how I always say this, bro. Follow Blueryai on Rumble. I do not use Rumble. Do y'all know how funny I would be? Like, I always say this. I'm pretty. For those of y'all on TikTok, I know some of y'all say I'm funny, but I'll be so much funnier if they let me say the N word, like on TikTok. I would be so much funnier, bro. I promise y'all. But I had to. That's why the word motherfucker I use a lot. It is used as a replacement for the N word, and it's so built into my dialogue now. Now I just use it so much now, and I can't stop saying it now and I use that because I had to say it to bypass TikTok.
Watching on YouTube and Instagram for a while, and I finally caught a stream. Much love to you, Raya Father.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, on TikTok you can't say nigga, but you can say the hard R and show porn on TikTok. Yeah, apparently. But yeah, now I just the word motherfucker. Of course, I still say the N word, but motherfucker is just so built into my dialogue now, bro. But like, I'll be so much funnier if I could say the N word. There'd be so many times I'd be wanting to just say nigga on TikTok, but then they're just like, that is against that. No, you can't do that. And then they shadow ban me. They already shadow banned me already, bro. But they let fucking anime porn just run wild on the app. So I mean, that's how YouTube must want to be. So I don't know, bro. I don't know.
And yet, so many of his videos just got demonetized. And he's also not someone that does a whole lot of cursing and swearing like a sailor in the first, like, minute of his videos either. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's not as clear as these rules seem to think that it is. Also, this rule applies retroactively to every piece of content ever made, even as far back as, like, 2007. So, like, half of my catalog of videos is now demonetized. This happened to a ton of creators, and because it's a new policy, yet every old video ever made now has to play by those rules. So,
oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Just if that's the case, I can go back in my joint right now. Probably a lot of videos are demonetized. I kind of want to see now. I'm not gonna lie. If they demonetize old videos, which does actually that makes no sense. Like, why would you go after old videos that don't follow by a policy? The policy is made in the future, so like, why would you do that? But let's see if that's a fact. If I go back to old content, will I be demonetized? I'm going back. Oh yeah, there's a lot of videos that are demonetized that were not demonetized before. A couple videos are demonetized. Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah, okay. I have to appeal a lot of these. I'm looking at them. I don't want to show y'all all my details and everything like that. Hold on, does this show? Oh no, it does. I can show y'all this. Yeah, there's some demonetization on some of these videos. Let me see. Let's go back to a couple months. YouTube's not communicating with content creators. Well, I'm not even surprised. Yeah, like I promise y'all, I don't know if these were always demonetized, but I don't think they were. This was always demonetized. But some of these were not like demonetized like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, because I post a lot of videos, it won't like really be the worst. And a lot of these videos, good thing is, a lot of these videos are like not active no more. They're not getting views unless they get views in the future. But it is annoying though, you know what I'm saying? So I see what people are. This whole page is monetized though. Yeah, so that's why in some videos you might see me like cutting out like curse words, but that's just to abide by guidelines. I know Poppy Playtime is demonetized. No, that video is 100% demonetized. I was about to hold you, bro. It's 1,000% demonetized, bro. We continue the Minecraft series. I'm gonna pass.
Off topic, but what is your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is a bubblegum pink. It's brown, but you know. What's my New Year's resolution, bro? I don't know, bro. I want to keep entertaining y'all, be better at what I do. That's it. Is that boring? Is that boring? I want to be better at what I do and hit all my goals for the year. That's it. I don't know. Is that boring? I don't know. But let's continue.
It ended up with so much being demonetized, but it's very vague when it comes to the enforcement here. Let me give you just 2 quick examples from 2 new videos I made. Both of these were monetized as of 12 hours ago. So this first one is just called Good News. It is legitimately just going over very wholesome topics. The focal point is not on swearing, you know, it's not a potty mouth kind of video.
Miles.
It's just going over wholesome topics. But in the intro, I said shit pretty early. This week's been pretty doom and gloom with a lot of awful shit coming to light all across the internet. So me saying shit here...
Damn, in the first 8 seconds, just got his whole joint demonetized. That's so terrible, bro. That's bad.
Is clearly what triggered the demonetization flag. Okay, a little upsetting, but they've now made these rules clear and they're retroactive, so I get it. But here's an example of one that makes no sense at all by their new rules. This is me talking about Godslap Issue 2 being out. Don't worry, I'm here now. I know for the last few months you've been cold and afraid, the uncertainty eating away at you, wondering what comes next. Well, I'm here to show you what comes next. It's issue 2 of Godslap, baby. I probably don't need to explain what Godslap is. You already know. It's our comic book series that's become...
I hear a curse word once, chat.
...more popular than the Bible. There's no profanity at all. Not even low-level profanity. I don't mention ass or butt or anything like that at all. I'm just talking about Godslap and getting excited. It's a comic book series we've worked on for a long time, and I made this video just going over everything and letting you all know that it's available at godslapbook.com. This wasn't supposed to be an ad for it, but it's a great example here because there is no profanity used throughout this video until 5 minutes and 37 seconds into it after giving a plot summary for issue 1. Rounding Sal, finishing them off with more finger flicks which blow their fucking head off.
You see, chat, like stuff like that, that one thing got the whole video demonetized. That's why I'm really, like, this week specifically, I was talking to Tommy about it, I really started like blurring out a lot of the cuss words that I use just because it's what I have to, we gotta do now in 2023, you know what I'm saying, basically 2023, you know what I'm saying, like.
They share a brief conversation. So then what could have possibly triggered this demonetization? Is it using profanity at all that's going to result in demonetization? Because that'd be very concerning if so. The best guess I can muster is they must have been really upset about the animation because we had an animation made for issue 2 and it's a pretty gory animation, so it comes in at around a minute into the video and there is some animated gore and violence. But that's a minute in.
I gotta do. I put mad censors on the gingerbread video, not all censors, but I put like at least for half the videos on that gingerbread video that just dropped on YouTube, I put at least like maybe 40, 50, 60% censors on that video. Still got demonetized. You know what I'm saying? Something it's under review right now, so hopefully it gets monetized. But the video, I've censored like at least 50% of the video, 60% of the video, still got demonetized. You know what I'm saying? Be like that.
Into it, and again, that's not the focus of it. And I wouldn't think anyone would be like disturbed or shocked by the content. It's not anything that's, you know, egregious or over the top. It's just violence in a comic book and animated format. So would that really now result in demonetization for any channel that has anything that's even close to this level of violence? Because that's really strict. Like, what you see there is something you'd find in, like, any M-rated or even T-rated game sometimes.
Mac and cheese.
Like, it's not that extreme.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see why that would warrant being demonetized, but it is a bit scary. Because this has all happened overnight with no explanation. And it's not just, you know, bad words and things like that. This applies to so much other shit that they're now enforcing heavily. But it's not just for getting a little wacky with your language in videos that'll result in demonetization now. If you're getting a little wacky with your game choice, if you're a gaming YouTuber, you can get demonetized for it, even age restricted in some cases. If you're playing a game that's kind of violent, you very are...
I can't play Poppy Playtime on stream? Why, I can't post that on YouTube without getting age? What? Cat. It's cat. You cat. He cap. This is just no way. God of War, like, what? What is going on, bro? He cap. Rip Smash Bros. I'm not gonna hold you. From me to you, I think Smash Bros. Will be fine. Rip Corey and Dashy, I think they'd be fine. I don't know how, bro. Chat. If they really did this, like any game that's violent, I don't know how to gauge the amount of violence in video games. Like, is it talking about like GTA, Mortal Kombat-ish, or is it talking about like Mii fighters? You know what I'm saying? Like Mii fighters from Smash, right? Like what does it constitute? You know what I'm saying? They're not specific in what they be talking about. But if it's just in general, Fortnite, trust me, Fortnite will be fine. But if it's like you can't play games with that, like Mortal Kombat and God of War and stuff like that without getting demonetized, then YouTube, I ain't gonna lie, YouTube gonna have the whole community on their head, like the whole community, Markiplier, Jack, like everybody, every single person, everybody games, you know what I'm saying, and post it on YouTube. So, my time for Minecraft and Roblox.
You're very likely to get demonetized for it, and if there's bad language in that game, especially early on in the video you make covering that game, you're likely to be demonetized for it. And in fact, Callisto Protocol is the most recent example. You can get age restricted for it too. Callisto Protocol was deemed too gory. It's too much. This is very unholy stuff we're seeing here. So anyone that made videos on Callisto Protocol got age restricted for it, including me. A couple of them I know slid under the radar, but for the most part, anything that had Callisto Protocol did get age restricted, which is almost poetic because you might remember that Callisto Protocol is inspired by Dead Space, and Dead Space 2 had the worst marketing campaign of all time called Your Mom Hates Dead Space, and it was all about how offended mothers were getting at Dead Space. It was very silly, but now it's like become reality for YouTube. YouTube is now that Dead Space mom when it comes to violent video games. It's pretty pathetic, but what's the saddest part about this whole situation is YouTube's refusal to be transparent with this and make it clear that these policy changes are coming. I had to find out, as did everyone else, after being hit by it and then doing digging, because anytime there's a policy change, YouTube treats it like a government.
I've been wondering what's been happening this week, bro. I told y'all, me and Tommy was literally talking. I was like, yo, your video's been getting demonetized like recently, like a little bit more than usual. He was like, yeah, you know, I was like, what's going on? He was like, it's probably like cursing or something like that, but this is my first time hearing about this, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they don't be telling people, bro. How you just change the guidelines and don't update nobody, no email, no nothing, bro. Like, we just gotta guess and then don't be specific in what we can and cannot do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, man.
Government secret, like the Krabby Patty secret formula. They just refuse to share it. So I had to learn by searching around online, talking to other creators, as well as talking directly to YouTube in order to get answers for what was going on. And even my YouTube contact wasn't aware of this until I brought it up and he did digging on his end. And that is absolutely not any fault of his own. That just goes to show you how split YouTube is internally, where things just aren't communicated effectively even on the inside. So how the fuck can they possibly manage to inform the community, I guess? It is so laughable. This policy is a game changer for a lot of channels. You have to completely alter your content strategy depending on like what you do. Like if you play like a certain game that could now...
I remember 2013, 2014, 2015-ish, when in 2016 when like Leafy and them was out, that content would not fly today, bro. Like it literally could not fly today. Like
be deemed a little too violent for ads. Like this is something that changes a lot for many creators. And you have to find out by going through fucking Twitter and then talking to people in whispers on Discord in order to figure out what was happening. That is so pathetic. That YouTube's repeated inability to communicate even their biggest changes to the platform just makes no sense. It just can't be that hard to put out clear documents letting people know what's around the corner and an estimated arrival date. I don't see what makes that so difficult and why they struggle so greatly with it. There was one article I found about this in early December, but of course there was no like set time frame for when this would actually launch, or if it was even really going to launch for sure. Because all of those things are written so vaguely, you never really know what's going to come to the platform and what's not. not going to.
Johnny, you can unban him. You can time him out. Mod, start timing people out more than banning them. You can time them out.
Because all of those things are written so vaguely, you never really know what's going to come to the platform and what's not going to. Like, it's just so frustrating to have them constantly make these awful choices without ever consulting creators or users of the platform, obviously, but also just not telling them either. Unfortunately, it's all just another common YouTube L here. I had to unmask the Scooby-Doo villain, and per usual, it was YouTube. So if you're just now figuring this out and wondering why your channel got demonetized over the last 24 hours, I'm sorry I had to be the one to shit out this bad news onto your plate. Would have been a lot more palatable if it came from YouTube's mouth as opposed to my ass, but is what it is. I am very, very convinced they will never actually communicate policy changes ever, at least not in any effective manner. So you'll just always have to wonder when the next big policy change is coming to fuck you in the mouth. So that's a pretty fun thing to think about when making content on YouTube. And yeah, just wanted to give everyone the little update here since YouTube didn't. That's about it. See ya.
Okay, so with that in mind, W video from Charlie. So, do I think they even 100 bits? Do I think this is the end of YouTube? No. The same thing happened in 2016, 2017 with the adpocalypse and everybody getting demonetized. This stuff always like kind of happens where YouTube does something like stupid, and then within time they like don't fix it completely, but they make it better than the decision they just made. Like, and then like we're good for a while, and then like history repeats itself. So I mean, Chad, we just gotta go and do what they gotta go do. You know what I'm saying? Just censor their content out a little bit more, which is annoying. I ain't gonna hold you. It's very annoying, and they wasn't gonna tell nobody. But yeah, this is gonna be me. Hey guys, so today we are doing a food review of the Arby's Meat Mountain. Yes, that's right, the Arby's Meat Mountain, and 1 like equals 1 meat mountain. For every 1 like, I will be sending you a meat mountain directly to your door. Handpicked, I will directly send you a meat mountain to your door. Yeah, the fist bump, like, it's just getting ridiculous, but we'll just have to see, chat. But yeah, if you see if your favorite creator start censoring out a lot of stuff, don't be blaming them. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to get our coin. We just trying to get our coin, man. That's really what it is.